Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got something really special for you. It's from, well, my friend, Mr. Real Ale in 140 brought me this. Did a bit of dog sitting for him this week. And he's just come back from his trip away for his anniversary, and he brought me back this. Look at that. It's a box beer from Beavertown Brewery in London. Beavertownbrewery.co.uk, and it's a bottle of the barrel-aged heavy water Imperial Stout. Now, unfortunately for me, I missed the heavy water Imperial Stout. Wasn't lucky enough to try that, but he assures me that it's a really, really good beer. So, here's the opening. You could almost call this an unboxing video, couldn't you? There we go. I don't know the ABV, it's not on the side of the box, but I'm pretty sure, wow, look at this. Pretty sure it's on the label here. It's 10% ABV. There we go. Look at the artwork on this. There's the writing. If you want to pause the video quickly and have a little look at this. It's got a nice purple cap, which is quite unusual as well. It's been hand signed by the brewer. It's bottle number 597. Been put on with a marker pen, and I think it's a nice touch. It's an individual touch on the beer. So, expires November 2023. It's 10% ABV. It's a barrel aged in Lonsmorn whiskey barrels, barrel aged whiskey beer, and it's an Imperial Stout. Let's get this beer out then into a glass and see what we get. I'm using a nice, ooh, look at the glug on that. Ho ho ho! Heavy water indeed. I'm using a glass, a big long stem glass that I can really kind of spin the beer around when I want to get the aroma. But that is jet black. There's no light coming in there whatsoever. It is jet black, like a pool ball, like a black 8 ball. Head, nice little, very thin, tan coloured head. There's carbonation rising up the side there. Look at the aroma on this big old boy of a beer. Oh, and that just smells absolutely wonderful. Big hit of the whiskey, the barrel aged kind of oakiness comes through with that whiskey. Chocolate, coffee, caramel mixed. It's like a one of them whiskey liqueur chocolates you kind of buy, and you kind of put it in your mouth and you bite into it, and it's chocolate and liqueur. And it's just, oof, it's magic, it's magical. Really good. There's raisin, it's a little nutty, a little bit of licorice. I'm about to dive in. Cheers everyone. Cheers Mr. Real Ale in 140. Oh my. Oh my, stone the crows. Stone the crows. What a fantastic beer. And you always get a sense it's going to be a good beer. The guys down at Beavertown probably barrel aged this. The heavy water was one of their best beers of 2013. Gotta have another sip. That is divine. It's got to be one of their best beers of 2013. So they probably thought, right, let's get a couple of barrels, oak barrels, let's barrel age this. Oh, it's warming going down there. Oof. And they thought, right, let's barrel age it, and then they probably had a little sneaky taste, and they thought, okay, let's think about the marketing with this. Let's get a nice box, and let's do some artistic work on the box, and let's individually name the bottles, and let's go all out with this because it's a really good beer. And you don't just do this for no reason. This is a fantastic beer. It's very difficult for me to tell you guys out there just how good this beer is. The oak pulls through lovely. The whiskey is there. It's very prominent. You know you're drinking a whiskey beer, or you know you're drinking whiskey in a beer. You know that whiskey seeped out of the oak into this beer. But it's not too much. It's not overly done. It's not controlling. It's not dominating the flavours. There's a mix of other things going on as well. The mouthfeel is creamy, it's rich, it's luxurious. It's like a whiskey latte. It's luxurious, it really is. You got your raisin, your nuttiness, the chocolate, coffee, caramel, whiskey, and then there's a warmth that goes down into the pit of your stomach and it warms you from the inside out. And it's just really, really good. Really good. I'm gonna go away and savour this. I really am. Oh, it's so good. Oh, let's spin this beer around. Let's try to show you guys what we got here. Oh, it's so raisiny. It's like an alcoholic whiskey. It's like you've opened a bag of Nutellas. Nutellas? Wrong word. You've opened a bag of Revels and you've poured a drop of whiskey in the Revels and you've sealed it. And all the whiskey's soaked into the Revels and you've opened it back up again. Say, you know, you've closed it up and put a peg on the top of the bag. And after about a week, you decide to open that. And you stick your hand in and it's all a little bit gooey and gloopy, and you pull them out of you pull the Revels out and you kind of put them in your mouth, and there's a little bit of whiskey going down the side of your face and mixed in with chocolate, and you're chewing a mouthful of Revels. You could have raisin in there, you could have caramel, you could have chocolate, and then of course the whiskey kicks in. This is the best way to explain this beer. And you know that kind of gloopy thickness you would get from that, where it's all kind of chocolatey and you're trying to get through that caramel. It's almost like that with a beer. It's such a big, thick, rich beer. It's got a great body to it. But that's it. I'm going to rate it now. Beavertown. Barrel aged, heavy water. Absolutely fantastic stuff. For me, this gets a 10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Check out Real Ale 140. Check out me, the Real Ale Guide, or Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.